back to Out on a Tangent. I'm Becca.
I'm Erin.
And it's our 100th episode.
It is.
I can't believe we made it to 100.
That's huge.
And since summer reading is Unearth a Story, we thought we would start off with geology and paleontology to get us going.
All the good things.
So, what the heck are those? All right. Geology, science that deals with the history of Earth and its life, especially through rocks. So it's not just rocks. It's kind of what we can learn about the history. Paleontology is specifically a science dealing with the life of past geologic periods, as known from fossil remains.
Yes.
So, more than rocks, what's in the rocks?
Exactly.
So, we're going to start with some cool geological finds.
I love geology. I was the kid when I was younger that had rocks in my pockets all the time.
I still do.
You're like, I am that kid.
I am that kid. I have raised 2 of them.
Love
it. We have rocks everywhere. I'm like, ooh, shiny. We have to stop ourselves when we go to the beach from bringing home.
They have the best rocks.
Too many more. That and shells.
Yeah.
All right, so I found this thing is insane. It's called the Rechat structure. I'm not sure, but it's also known as the Eye of the Sahara, and it's located in Mauritania in Africa. And I have
crazy.
2 pictures here, which our wonderful editor will pop up for you. They were both taken by astronauts. So the one on the left, which is like the zoomed out version, it was from 2020, and the one that's kind of closer in was from 2011. This structure is about 25 miles in diameter, and scientists originally thought it was a meteor impact, but further studies have shown it's something called a geologic dome or a domed anticline. And basically gases have formed underneath, but also tectonic plates pushing in. So that's kind of what causes the dome as well as some of this. And
that looks crazy.
The reason we have rings is because of erosion. Pulling, different rocks have different erosion rates.
Yep.
So that's why we have rings. You're seeing different rates of erosion. And what's really cool is the rocks at the center are actually older than the other layers. So the further in you go, the older it is, which is kind of cool. Which kind of makes sense if you're thinking that tectonic plates are being pushed up.
Yep.
But yeah, I thought that was really cool because as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god, it's the Eye of Sauron.
Imagine being an astronaut looking and be like,
is that a storm? What is that? And it looks so weird because there's dunes everywhere. And then this thing. I don't know. That one was a weird one. Then I found the crystal caves that are in Mexico.
ooh.
I don't know if you've ever heard of these.
No.
They are a cave that's filled with giant gypsum crystals.
Oh, that's cool.
So basically it's like a giant geode.
That's crazy.
And these crystals are 12 meters long and a meter wide. And they were under a mountain filled with lead, zinc, and silver. And that's how they were discovered because of the mining operations that were going on there. And scientists are now trying to find ways to preserve it because it's such a cool thing to study.
That's crazy.
There's actually another cave that has smaller crystals because of how fast they can grow. This particular one, they grow so slowly, that's why they end up so big.
Wow.
It's basically like a giant flask made of limestone, and it's just really, really cool.
That's really cool.
The pictures are mind-boggling, because it's
I know, the people in them look so tiny.
It's so weird. And then, I don't know if you've ever heard of the Giant's Causeway. This is in Northern Ireland.
But I do recognize that photo.
Yeah. So there's a whole legend with it, why it's called the Giant's Causeway. So the giant Finn McCool basically ripped up the coastline, threw the pieces into the sea so he could cross the sea to get to his enemy giant,
Okay.
Benandonner, who's in Scotland.
Okay.
Okay, so Benandonner was actually bigger than Finn. And Finn's wife was like, hey, I'm going to disguise you as a baby.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so when Benandonner arrived and saw the baby, he was like, wait, if that's the size of the baby, the dad must be so much bigger. So he ran away and ripped up the causeway as he went, which is why we only
Oh.
still have pieces in Ireland.
Okay.
Now, the science behind this, it first formed over 60 million years ago following a period of volcanic activity where the lava was cooling and it formed interlocking basalt columns. And they're perfect hexagonal shapes. And it's so weird when you see things in nature
That's
like this
crazy,
because you're like, it's... I don't know why, but we think of it as like man-made. But the fact that nature has hexagonal shapes. I mean, look at honeycombs and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, it's weird. So yeah,
That's very cool.
I love the myth with it.
That's
what,
a really fun. Like,
yeah.
Leave it to the wife to figure it out.
And then here's yours.
Oh, yes.
You get to talk about this
Antarctic
one.
fossil. So I was looking up some interesting dinosaur-related things. And recently there was a specimen collected. Well, it was originally collected in 1985.
Yeah.
It was in a drawer for like 40 years. And recently some scientists looked at it and realized that it was a dinosaur bone. I think it was from like the tail area.
Yeah, that sounds
And when it
right.
was collected, the scientist was originally looking for like rocks and those sorts of things, so he just like threw it in a drawer for later. But it was a vertebrae. Vertebrae belonging to a titanosaur.
Yes.
And that is actually the first dinosaur bone that's been discovered in Antarctica.
That's so cool.
Yes. And the fact that it was in a drawer for like 40 years. I don't know
if
like,
you've
no.
ever seen like museum collections.
Yes.
And so I'll be talking about this a little bit later, but I went to the Field Museum. They have over, I want to say 40 billion pieces in their collection. And a fraction of that, a small fraction of that is on display.
Yep.
The rest is like in drawers and everything. And it's insane.
Yes.
What is in there.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I know.
you could have serious
You
find.
could have whatever you...
Well, it's like that little octopus we were talking about not too long ago. There was like a new tiny octopus that's like the size of a golf ball.
Oh, yeah.
That was actually found like 2015, 2016. But they finally, because of a bunch of red tape, were able to get it to a scientist who could look at it.
Yep.
And they finally determined.
Confirm.
But it took so long to get it to them.
Yes.
And it's just something that you think about, like...
Yeah.
It takes a while for some of these.
And if the, like, wrong people find it, they don't know what they're looking
Exactly. Which,
So-
looking at it, yeah, that totally looks like a vertebrae.
at. Yeah. So that's very cool. I believe that piece is from, like, 82 million years ago.
Oh
is when
my
it was dated,
gosh.
which is insane.
Which, I don't know if you know this, but Antarctica apparently used to be like a rainforest.
Yes, that's what I was reading.
Isn't that
when
crazy?
I was looking it up. It was, like, very lush and green.
Miss M is giving us this look of like, what? It's insane. Like,
Yeah.
what's underneath there? And some layers of the ice have different gases trapped in them.
Oh.
Which is kind of neat, so they can actually like drill down
That's
and
crazy.
find like air essentially from those time
I
periods.
did know about with the like ice caps melting that it's releasing like bacteria.
Yes!
That like we are not
Yes!
resistant
They're just scary.
to or aware of because it's been frozen for so long.
Which is why I'm like, epidemiologists, get on it, please. But no, I love the fact that happened. So since you were looking up that one, I went and found this cute little fella.
He's so cute.
This is the Dulisaurus humini. He's found in South Korea, named after this famous cartoon dinosaur from Korea called Dooley. And the humini part is based off of a scientist who kind of helped South Korean paleontology. So they named it after him.
Cool.
Yeah. So it was found, and it's a juvenile. So it's a baby.
Aww.
And it's the first new dinosaur found in Korea in like 15 years.
Oh, cool.
And they estimate it to have been around 2 years old when it died, and it would have been about the size of a turkey.
Aww.
So it makes you wonder how big was the parents.
Yeah.
And then they decided to use CT scans of the fossil because removing it from the rock it was embedded in would have taken too long.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have had another situation like the Titanosaur.
Yep.
But instead, they're using other technology to look at it faster.
I love that.
but also take their time taking it out of that so it doesn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Break and whatnot.
Exactly. And the scans look crazy. Like,
it's so cute.
Like, all the little white bits on here, those are all the bones that they have of it. And they were able to kind of figure out the skeleton cute. Once they scanned it. It's just really cool. Gosh. This one I actually got to see in person. So this is Tully Monstrum, a.k.a. the Tully Monster. It was found in 1955 by Francis Tully. And it was a strange fossil that really confused everybody because it's a soft-bodied creature. And it had a lot of odd traits that didn't fit into one animal type. Like, it has a claw-shaped apparatus, but it has a proboscis. Oh. And then it has, like, an eye spot and spade-shaped fins. Yeah. So it looks like an alien.
Yeah.
Only recently, when they reanalyzed it, did they discover that it would be related to, like, lampreys and hagfish. And it is indeed a vertebrate. There was a long-going discussion of whether it was a vertebrate or an invertebrate for so long, and now they've confirmed that, yes, it was a vertebrate. And because of the advances in technology, they're able to go back and look at older fossils and determine more information about them. But, of course, now this raises even more questions.
Like, yes.
But it's really cool. So they had this... this was actually found in Chicago, so that's how I was able to get to see that one in person. And this one is so cool.
Ooh.
Mummy dinosaur. So this is a nodosaur. It's in the ankylosaur family. And it was found in Canada. And it was preserved so well that scientists are able to study the skin and even determine the coloration because they found pigments in the skin. It's so cool. It kind of looks slightly deflated.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
But it's so neat that they can, like, actually go in and be like, oh, hey. They determined that it's kind of like a reddish color.
Yeah.
Because they've been able to find pigments.
Cool. Do you know how it was preserved so well? Like, was
I didn't see that one.
Bog or something?
No, this one wasn't a bog. But there have been ones that they've found in bogs that have been really well preserved as well. But the soft tissue of this one, I think, actually was more petrified.
Okay.
And less... in a bog, which was kind of neat, but it's just
that's crazy. Like you can see like
any
every spike, and
it makes me think of a snake skin almost.
Yeah,
but also it looks kind of like it's just sleeping. It looks like a dragon.
Yeah, it does.
And then so I went to Chicago.
Yes,
to the Field
Museum.
Tell us
about your trip
to the Field Museum, and I'm gonna give you like a brief tour of this part because it's the Pokémon Fossil Museum. It's the Pokémon Fossil exhibit. It's so cool. There was Explorer Pikachu who's riding like an Aerodactyl and stuff. They had a professor that is specific to the museum. This is the first time this exhibit is outside of Japan. Ooh. And one thing I did love is that everything was in English and then in Spanish as well.
Oh, nice.
Which was really cool.
That's very cool.
So this is like all of the fossils that are in the game. So like Old Amber, you have the Dome fossil, the Helix fossil, so on and so forth. But what's really cool about this is that they have actual fossils, like of real world animals in there. They started it off by having like actual tools that were used in actual excavations, and they were letting you touch them and everything, which was really cool. Like we got to feel how soft the like whisk broom is versus the paintbrush, the different styles of like pickaxes they would use, chisels, things like that.
Very cool.
But then you get to the actual insane part of this. So just an example to start off with is the plume fossil in the video game. And then that becomes Archen and then Archeops. And all of that is based off the Archaeopteryx. So they have these plaster models of what the fossils would be of Pokemon. Super cool. But then they have them next to their actual...
That's very cool.
Real world counterpart. And what was nice is all the Pokemon were on like blue. And all of the actual real world stuff was on red. And it had like a little thing that would say this is real. Which that way really you could see it. Aerodactyl, they had like a little fake amber. Because that's where his DNA would come from. And so they had him next to the Nyctosaurus, which is another more bird-like
The beak
kind of
on
Pokemon.
that thing is crazy.
Yeah, this one's a baby.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Like, the middle one there is a baby. It's crazy. But only the adults would have had the crests.
Wow.
Which is interesting.
That's insane.
Tortuga! I loved this one. This one was so cool. Like, I loved seeing the little fossil there, but I love the fact that there's a fossil of the underbelly of the shell.
Yeah.
And then hanging from the ceiling, they actually had a model of a prehistoric turtle.
Very cool.
So it was really cool. So we were just walking underneath it. And I liked how they had a mirror underneath Tortugas.
So you could see it.
So you could see it next to.
That's awesome. They really thought about everything.
They really did. It's insane. You know the coelacanth from Animal Crossing, of course. But the fact that that is a living fossil, like, that thing still exists.
Yep.
Which is mind-boggling. But to see, like, some of the fossils of them, like, a lot of these are actually juveniles. Like, they were so tiny. But then the actual fish is huge.
Yes.
But I love the fact that they had a model of the coelacanth facing the model of relicanth.
Yeah.
So it's just really silly. I love Almanite and Almastar.
He's so funny, yep.
I love me an ammonite fossil. They're so cool. Mm-hmm. I love them. They're so pretty. And that's, like, the symbol for the fossils in Animal Crossing. So we all know that one.
Of course.
But they had a ammonite cut in half so you could see inside the shell.
Oh, that's super cool, actually.
Different types, so there were different sizes. But these basically are where squids, cuttlefish, nautiluses, that's what they were. Yep. And there were some crazy ones. Like, there's that one that's a spirally.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but it's really cool. Like, I love them.
I know. I'd love to see it, like, alive.
Yes. And then, of course, we have a T-Rex.
Love.
The theme for, or not the theme, but the main two fossils for this exhibit for Chicago, which, if you see my shirt,
Came prepared.
Are Tyrantrum and Archaeops, because Chicago is known for Sue the T-Rex, and they have their own Archaeopteryx fossil that's special to there. So those are the kind of the mascots. But I love this setup that they had for Tyrunt and Tyrantrum. So they had Tyrunt kind of behind Tyrantrum, just sitting behind him. Yeah. And that's actually a model of Sue's skull, and that's Mini Bruce, which he took over.
He went on a vacation.
He came with me. But then they had other cool things. Like, I found some really cool rocks. Like, they had some big gemstones that were just sitting around. And then I found these really cool lava rocks.
That's
and
amazing.
I didn't know that lava could come in so many forms. Like, this was like a fast flow versus like a slow flow.
Oh, very cool.
Spatters. This one's called Goddess's Hair because it literally almost looks like fibers.
Okay.
Which was insane. And then there's like this one, which is like more like the sand.
Okay.
So the fact that lava comes in so many shapes, I did not know.
Yeah.
And then
I
of
love
course,
that picture.
I had to get a picture with the Quetzalcoatlus because the thing is giant and scary.
So big.
Scary. But this exhibit was really cool. So it's called The Evolving Planet, and it literally takes you through the history of Earth. And it's basically you're walking from room to room, and in between the rooms are each of the 5 major extinction mass extinctions that happened. And there were 5. We tend to think of just there being like 1. It was actually 5 different ones. And the ones that we know of, it was actually 2 separate ones for the dinosaurs.
Okay.
One was a meteor. They think it was either an asteroid or a meteor that hit and raised either a lot of dust into the air, and that blocked out the sun. So between the air quality being bad and the fact that there wasn't as much light, so plants were dying out, or it was from volcanic activity. So they're not sure which one. Okay. And then the other one, similar kind of things were happening, and basically the oceans were getting like too acidic and everything because of activity.
Yeah.
But I loved these rocks. Like, this is
Those are crazy.
graphite in this, and just seeing the dark line, that's graphite. That's what you see in your pencil. Which is insane.
Yeah.
I don't remember what this one is. I just know those are iron deposits.
Are crazy.
Yeah. Like, I just thought they were fascinating. This entire table filled with trilobites.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my youngest was obsessed. She was just like, this is
cute.
fascinating.
Yeah.
And what was cool is as you went around the table, it was telling you the different eras that they were all from. Yep. So it was really neat just looking at that. And trilobites are a really cool creature.
They are.
And if you look at, like, pill bugs today, you can see how they have something similar. This is a petrified conifer, and it kind of looks like a redwood tree. Cool. So it definitely, I think it's in the same family of what a redwood would be. There we go. But it was just huge, and it looks gorgeous. Yeah. And then, of course, we get into the dinosaurs.
Yes.
The dinosaurs. I think that was an Apatosaurus footprint that you could, like, stick your hand in and stuff. I had to get my Stego.
That's super cool. I love that a lot of these are, like, tactile. Like, you can, like, really interact with it.
They had, on the front of a lot of these, they actually had, like, castings that you could touch and stuff.
That's
so you
cool.
could feel the bones and everything. I don't remember if this was the Maiasaura. I think that was the Maiasaura. So, and that one is an important dinosaur because that was the first time that they found eggs in the nest and everything. Yep. And there's actually a Magic School Bus episode where they go back in time to the dinosaurs, and that's the Maiasaura. So if you ever watch that one, that's what that one is. That's one of the many Archaeopteryx that were there, but it's so cool looking. Like, just, This is Sue. I was so excited to go see Sue again.
So big.
Oh. So they technically don't know if Sue is male or female. But Sue is named after the paleontologist who found it, Sue Hendricks. So that's why. But I remember when they found Sue. That happened in 1990. I was little, and it was just everywhere. Yeah. And I remember when the Field Museum got Sue, and I remember going to see it when they first had her there. It was just...
Oh, that's awesome.
I love it. But what's cool about Sue, aside from the fact that
she's amazing,
the most intact T-Rex ever found, but she has damage. So part of her skull is actually kind of crushed, and they think that was actually from sickness.
Oh.
So, like, she had some form of illness, and so it, like, caused her skull to kind of cave in a little bit. Her teeth, they could see some damage on them, which is fascinating. There she is in all her glory. She has several ribs that were clearly broken and healed, and you can see, like, the healing part on them. They had, like, a little thing sitting there so you could touch it, which was so cool. And then they had, like, a section of her tail that you could also feel.
That's crazy.
And then, like, part of her exhibit behind her was other creatures that would have lived in, like, the area with her. Which was really neat. Like, there was really a Triceratops, which, that thing's skull was huge, too. Like...
Can you imagine these, like, walking around?
I can't. Like, I have enough trouble when I go to a zoo and I see a giraffe. Like...
How is the giraffe? Yes, exactly. I think it's crazy that, like, hundreds of millions of years ago, like, they had lungs. And a brain. That's insane.
And the fact that when we first found, like, T-Rex, how they all thought it was, like, upright. But as they studied them more, they're realizing, no. And it's just the fact that we're paying attention to how animals we see nowadays look. And realizing that. I mean, you look at this and you put a chicken next to it. And scientists think they figured out why T-Rex and other similar theropods started evolving tiny arms. So, because of being faster and getting bigger heads, they were using more jaw power, and some of them had really strong skulls, like the Pachycephalosaurus. They didn't need to reach and grab as much, so they started developing smaller arms. So that's the current theory of that.
And then a lot of the, like, the organs they're comparing, or, like, the skeletal structure they're comparing to birds.
Yes.
As, like, they're very similar.
And not only that, like, not just the shapes. Some of them are actually hollow like birds, which is what's crazy. Like, you can clearly see where it came from. And during that extinction event, a lot of the non-avian dinosaurs, and avian meaning the ones that became birds.
Yep.
Pterosaurs, like pterodactyl, pteranodon, are not related to birds.
Okay.
Those are non-avian dinosaurs.
Interesting.
Yeah. Fossil I did not know about until this exhibit and the Pokemon exhibit, because Cradily, the Pokemon is actually based off of it. Sea lilies. And we still see these today. Like, they are part of ecosystems in coral reefs.
Wow.
Like, it's a similar creature. And it's just like, I did not know that was a thing.
Very cool.
It was very fascinating. And once you hit Sue in the timeline, after that is when we start getting into the mammals. And boy howdy, are the mammals wild.
Yes.
Like, I don't actually remember what this one is.
It looks like a, like...
It was giving me hippo.
Yeah, bear, hippo, kangaroo.
Yeah, it was wild. Some of the lizards.
Yeah.
This guy is called the terror bird. I love him. He's like a giant parrot.
Yeah.
It makes me think of the shoebill stork, and I'm mildly terrified of shoebill storks. But its face,
giant,
its
like,
bill
beak.
is more like a parrot.
Yeah.
Then we got to see some really cool, like, whales. Just
very cool.
I don't know why seeing whale flippers, the skeletons of them, bothers me.
Oh.
Because it looks like a hand.
It does look like a hand. It's got, like, the little...
Yeah, it just...
Yeah.
But then looking at how, like, some of the hoofed animals evolved and seeing how, like, okay, I understand how a horse and a whale are related, but it's still weird looking. They did have, like, Neanderthals and stuff like that. I kind of avoided that with my kiddo because it was making them uncomfortable, so I don't have any pictures of those. But it was still really cool.
Yep.
Of course, I had to get a picture of Copperlight. Dinosaur poop.
Ooh,
or just poop in general. But the fact that there is that. But I found the giant ground sloth. I was so excited.
The giant sloths are crazy.
And that's not even, like, the giant sloth. There was another giant sloth.
Was there?
Like, right there, and it's still bigger than a regular sloth, but the ground sloth... It's terrifying.
Yeah.
And it's hard to imagine that thing roaming around. But without them, we wouldn't have avocados.
What?
So scientists think that avocados were one of their big food sources, or like prehistoric avocados or whatever. But we wouldn't have had that type of fruit without them because they would poop out the seeds. Yeah. So there you go.
Thank goodness.
This is getting into the Smilodon, so our like saber-tooth tiger type friends, cave bears. Just seeing that and then comparing it to animals I've seen in real life, I'm just like, it's weird. It's so bizarre. And then I had to get a picture of this. This is the Megalocerops, which you also should know from Animal Crossing. Sometimes mistakenly called the Irish elk. Or Irish deer. It was in parts of Ireland, but it also, like, went through, like, Serbia and kind of the Nordic areas. Yeah. So they are a relative of, like, the current caribou, elk, all of them.
Very cool.
And then that one's the mammoth.
Yep.
There was also a mastodon.
Okay.
And I'm not entirely sure completely on the big difference, but the biggest thing I noticed is the eye area, or like the center area of the skull, was slightly different shaped. Okay. That was the main thing I noticed, which I thought was interesting. Yeah. So, yeah.
Those are crazy.
It was an awesome trip. It was crazy. I'm so sorry. Can you place it? That's okay. I'm seriously wondering if you heard my stomach growling. If you do, yeah.
If you do, leave a like.
It was a really good trip. Like, I was freaking out throughout the
That's
whole
so
thing.
fun.
I had a blast going through.
That's so fun.
Yeah. Highly recommend.
This weekend I went to the Met.
Ooh, yeah.
So when we do our next episodes on like Greek mythology and then anthropology, I'm gonna be like freaking out.
Yay! I can't
I
wait.
have things.
So,
No.
do you have anything else? I know you had talked.
Oh, do you know the game Paleopines?
Yes. I
Okay.
have not completed it.
Okay, so the game Paleopines, I have it on Switch, is basically like a dinosaur ranching game,
Yes.
and it's amazing. And you can find like rare colored dinos. So there's like common, uncommon, rare, and ultra rare.
Yes.
And obviously you want all the ultra rares.
Yes.
But they are doing a major update today.
What?
It launched. So I'm like literally going home and I'm going to update the game.
Well, I know what I'm doing when I get home.
They added so many new colors.
I still
know.
need to get my Stegosaurus.
I know.
Which
It's so good.
I love just the whole premise of the game is like you're trying to find more Parasaurolophus to find your dinosaur's family,
Lucky's
essentially.
friends.
It's so cute. Did you see that they had made a sweatshirt that was Lucky?
No.
And it's basically like you put the hood
Oh,
up
like a little...
Yes,
I love
it's just
that.
colors and everything.
It's so fun.
Ah. And I love the fact that to basically tame them, you're playing the flute.
Yes.
Like, you have to do their
befriend
calls.
them, and you have to give them a yummy treat, which
Yep.
I really relate to.
Seriously. And the fact that each of them has different talents, I guess is what you would say.
Yeah, so then they can become helpers. They can, like, water your vegetables.
The Gallimimus has been my friend with that.
Yes, those are so cute.
Which I can't see that dinosaur without thinking of Dinosaur Train. Did you ever
Yes.
watch that?
Yes.
Because the conductor was a Gallimimus.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I know what I'm doing later.
I know. It's so good. But I know, like, a majority of my dinosaurs because of that game.
Oh, that's
like, I'm like,
funny.
oh, I recognize that because it looks like so-and-so in Paleopines.
Yes. That was half the fun roaming around the museum, like hearing people being like, oh, that's a insert dinosaur here.
Yeah.
Which was fun when we were like at the Triceratops and they're like, but wait, that one doesn't have 3 horns. And I'm like, that's because it's a ceratopsian in the family. Which, did you know that a lot of the ceratopsian like fossils we've seen have come from China? Like they have a large one in their fossil bed.
That's cool.
And we at New Hampshire does not have a state fossil because it's hard for us to have fossils in all the granite.
Yes.
The
that's
most we'll have is probably maybe some like plants and some sea stuff, but not a lot, which makes me sad.
That is unfortunate. Not a great state for
fossils,
fossil finds,
but great for other rocks.
Yes. Yeah.
So there's that.
There you go.
All right. What do we have coming up
For programs?
Yes.
Let me see. I'll pass you the children's one. For teens, so this is coming out mid-July. So at the end of July, we have our Revolutionary Nerf Wars.
Oh, yes.
So we have a teen section and a tween section. So make sure you sign up according to your age.
Yep. Which I think the tween is almost filled.
Yes.
Teen has plenty of room still.
Yep. But then in August, we have some dinosaur excavations.
Yes.
We have a D&D.
Yes. If you are interested in becoming a dungeon master / game master, we're going to have a little program on how to run one, essentially.
Yeah. And then the teen and tween summer reading, which I hope you're doing summer reading.
Yes.
The summer reading closer is C3 Bricks.
Oh, yes.
So the Lego Man is coming, and he's going to do a workshop with us.
Yes. Let's see. For kiddos, Teddy Bear Picnic is later this week. We have Disney karaoke at the end of the month at
that's
Abbey Griffin Park. Sand art bottles also at the end of July. And a family nature walk that's going to happen over at Kids Cove.
Oh, very cool.
And then, of course, we have our closing concert with Sammy Haynes.
It should be a lot of fun.
August. Which is going to be great, yeah.
I know.
I'm excited. We've got lots of fun stuff. Make sure you're reading.
I know, I'm pumped.
If you have any questions about the reading, by all means, come in, talk to us.
Mm-hmm. We got the answers.
Yes. And I cannot wait for Fandom Friday.
I know. We have Fandom Friday this Friday.
Yes.
To celebrate the Odyssey coming out.
Yes.
Which I'm very excited about. Hopefully it's good.
I'm still debating whether I want to cosplay as Athena.
Ooh.
Or I could cosplay as Poseidon.
Oh.
Because I have dragon ears that kind of look almost like sea dragon.
Yeah.
So I'm like, which one do I do?
Wait, that's really fun.
I know. I can't decide now.
That's so fun. Okay. I'm
in.
excited to find out.
Yeah. Either way, it's going to be a blast. So yeah, until next time, we're going to talk Greek mythology and stuff. And then I think we're going to end sometime in August with some archaeology. Which
I'm so excited about.
Yes. All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.